Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Whether you like it or not, Queen Naomi is going to return back to the palace unless I am not the Onirisha. It does not matter how you fight. It does not matter who you employ. It does not matter what you do. Olori Naomi is returning back to my life as my wife. The woman that I have chosen to be with. You cannot stop me. You don't have what it takes to stop me. You can't. And if you do not back out, if you don't back down, by nine you go see. Kabiyesi warned. They said the Oloris, that he said the Oloris, the elders, the diviners, the community members, anybody, whatever you want, you will see that he is equal to the tax. That was the final declaration of the Ooni of Ife, made not behind closed doors, not in hushed tone, but boldly, clearly, and in full authority of his regalia as the custodian of the, throne of Oduduwa. It was during a sacred ceremony in the palace that this bold statement was made. The Ooni, dressed in his ancestral attire, wore the beaded crown, handed down from Orumayan himself. In his right hand, he held the royal staff of continuity, and around his shoulder was a sacred bead. Okay, he stood surrounded by his chief priests, council, elders, and a small circle of diviners, and without missing word, he declared that Queen Naomi, his first love, his chosen one, his divine consort, will return, whether they like it. Oh yes, no matter how much they fight, Olori Naomi is returning back to the palace of the Ooni of Ife. That there is nothing anybody can do about it. This is not about protocol anymore. It's no longer a discussion about palace hierarchy. The Ooni has made it clear that Queen Naomi is to return, not just as a matter of romance or emotion. It's a divine restoration. Her position was never taken from her by law or tradition. It was spiritual silence that kept her away. And now that the heavens are moving again and the third full moon ritual is fast approaching, every road, every oracle, every sign is pointing towards her. As of today, only 11 out of 13 items have been received. Okay, the rest have not been seen. Only they said there are spiritual keys tied to the restoration of Naomi's energy into the throne. Without them, the full moon ritual scheduled for 21st June 2025 cannot be completed. And if it is not completed, the portal that allows Queen Naomi to return in public will be closed for another 12 years. The Ooni of Ife, who understand the weight of this timeline, they said, understands what is at stake. That is why, following the buy of that native doctor and everything that has happened, Ooni has imported more diviners, high-level spiritual specialists from across West Africa, including Ekiti. Okay, Ekiti used to be Dahomey, right? And Benin Republic. These are not regular Ifa. Those Ifa, they still call them Dahomey Ifa practitioners. These are diviners whose names are rarely spoken publicly, men and women who live in spiritual silence and only emerge when destiny calls. The most prominent among them is Baba, Oru Kunlake, okay, a silent but powerful spiritualist known to speak in chants that only the tree can interpret. His presence in Ile-Ife caused an immediate change in energy. Now, I'm going to speak to you about, I don't want, us to go on and on and on and on. There's something I'm going to let you know tomorrow. This Baba Oru Kunle Orun Kunlake is saying that they say he's the most powerful in Ekiti State, and he is saying that the reason why Iyanifa, who is one of the best in the world, is finding this challenging is because she is not originally from here. She's not born into the land. Like this is not her land, her homeland. Yeah, that is why that Kabiyesi needed to have attached somebody like him to Iyanifa to show Iyanifa the road. Now, most of the people that they have attached to Iyanifa do not even know what they are doing, and that is why today, as at today, they are still struggling. But when things are happening, you saw what happened to the diviners, that man, that Baba. I think one of the biggest obstacles they had was that Baba, that diviner, that Papa who was carrying, using that big mortar. I think that man, caused a lot of setbacks. And I believe that with his spy right now, they are going to find a way. They said KBSC is working against time, bringing more diviners, okay, to come and work. This is what. So they said this Baba Orumkun Lake has come. They said, in fact, his presence in Ile Ife caused an immediate change in energy. Several birds reportedly circled the palace roof that morning, and a sacred bird landed exactly on the roof of, where Queen Naomi used to stay. That her place where she used to stay, okay, when she comes to the palace. Palace staff whispered among themselves that this was a clear sign, okay, that maybe, just maybe, this might be successful. Though Oni did not stop there. After assembling the new team of diviners, he sent them in groups into a different region of Osun State. One of these groups was assigned to Igbo Oludumare. We have heard about that before. The deep and spiritually forbidden forest, and to hold the bronze cove of Osun. Now, you know something? I'm going to talk to you about this Igbo Olodumare tomorrow, please, if I remember, so that we can also look at what history says about this forest, because we've heard a lot of about this forest lately, because it looks like most of the things they are trying to harvest or they are in search of is in that forest. It is not, they said, they said the forest, feared even by native priests, is said to have swallowed many who entered with impure heart. It is not protected by animals or human, but by spiritual guardians, being that only respond to ancient chant and offering. They only gave each diviner personal access to the royal shrine, offering them ancestral tokens and command seal to guide their journey. The second team was sent to the shrine of Orumayan footprint, an ancient site far beyond the public shrine grounds, according to hidden scroll retrieved after the native doctors by the after that native doctor, they said they retrieved something, okay, from that his shrine, some map and everything that they were using to work. They retrieved some also. So inside the palace, they said the energy shifted. A lot of things have happened, and everybody in the palace right now, they are all being very optimistic that at the end of the day, this might just end up being successful, because KBSC has told them, no matter what they do, even if they like, let the ground open, let them jump inside. Nami is returning back into his life. He said he cannot continue to live like this, that this is no life without Olori Nami as part of his life. When a man loves a woman, you want to be able to go on vacation with the woman. You want to be seen with the woman. Which one is that? They'll be doing hide and seek because of one tradition. KBSC say he's too big for that kind of a thing, that he's not doing that anymore. He wants his wife back into his life, and he's doing everything that is within his power to make sure that on the 21st of this month, everything happens. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.